So I stumbled upon a video that came to my YouTube algorithm somehow. And it's a video that will explain us everything about no slides in TrackMania. And who better to teach us about no slides than one of the greatest no slide players in the game, Solly Vagans. Yeah. And he made a video explaining TrackMania's most precise trick. I quickly have to put this here. And we're gonna watch this. We will watch this. It's a short 10-minute video explaining the no slide. And I think it's very educational, so.
All right. In this video, I'm gonna be trying to explain how no sliding works in this game.
We should watch
Let's
it.
start off with the name, because I want to clear up any confusion about the name.
Yes.
There are 3 terms used to explain the same mechanic. These names are smooth steering, no sliding, and quantum sliding.
Okay. So it's literally, yep. People always said, oh my god, quantum sliding is different than no sliding. Oh my god, it's different. No, the GOAT has told us that it's literally the same right here.
All refer to the same mechanic of maintaining grip by limiting your steering range to not slide out. So if you hear any of these names, it's referring to what I'm about to explain in this video. So, what is a no slide? No sliding is about grip management. You're trying to steer as much as possible without sliding out. The closer to the limit, the more beneficial and faster it's gonna be. But there are many factors that can affect your grip, making it harder or easier to do or maintain a no slide.
Okay.
So through this video, I'm gonna show some examples and make a list of things that help make your grip stronger, things that make it weaker, and then show some mechanics that are used to optimize no sliding or get around issues with sliding out.
Good.
First, I'm gonna show you how you know if you're doing it correctly by looking at your skid marks.
Okay. Watching.
On the screen, you can see 2 visual versions that shows if you're doing it correct
Yes.
or if you're not doing it correct. If skids have a small separation, then you gain speed. If they don't, then you're not gonna get any extra speed.
Okay,
In
I
this step,
see.
you can see that the skid marks change based on how aggressive I'm steering.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is how you can see if you're doing it right or not. It's pretty simple. But keep in mind that no sliding without the separation is completely useless. You always want to aim for them if you're ever trying to no slide a turn. And now you know how to check if you're doing it right.
Okay, so yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's start with surfaces. Here
Makes
I have
sense.
3 identical inputs on 3 different surfaces.
Dirt, grass, plastic.
Grass, and dirt. Let's see how much grip difference there is.
So here you can see the separation on grass. On dirt, not yet actually. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I'm zooming in so you can see that as you start going faster, then the limit of your grip is decreasing, giving you skid separations. Now,
Yeah, I see it. I see
as
it.
you continue to get more speed, you went over the grip limit and you slid out. And it's this balancing act you're trying to maintain at all times. Now, let's put what we learned on the list. As shown, the less speed you have, the more grip you have, and the more you're able to steer.
Okay.
And as you increase your speed, you need to lower your steering or you're gonna slide out.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this means low speed gives good grip, high speed gives bad grip. Regarding the different surfaces, we have now seen that dirt is the surface with the most grip, then grass as the second most, and plastic in last place, having the same amount of grip as Granati's hairline. Now let's move on.
Wait, what just happened?
Plastic in last place, having the same amount of grip as Granati's hairline. Now let's move on to elevations.
Damn! Damn, Granati.
Here we are testing 60% steering going up and down a hill. showing that when you're going downwards, it makes it more difficult to slide out. But going upwards actually takes away a lot of your grip, making it very easy to slide out.
Yeah, that's common
And then
sense.
did 40% to show that you can still no slide, but it's just way more sensitive to slide outs when going upwards.
True.
So now we know that downhills is good for your grip,
Just 98 just
and
gifted
uphills
one
are
sub.
bad for your grip. But since it's rare that you see a map having a ramp like this, I'll show you some natural uses of elevations that helps improve your grip.
Okay.
And in some cases, making it only possible to do these lines because you have a downhill. Even outside dirt bankings work in your favor because they are tilted, making it a downwards angle, giving you more grip. These 3 clips shows the utilization of downhill grip, while also showing that downhills come in many shapes. Next up is off-road. There isn't too much to say about off-road. It's not something that you normally no slide on, but when you do, in rare occasion, it does have less grip.
Yeah.
While driving on off-road with normal car state is pretty rare, you do often see a reactor down combination while driving on off-road, or you try to avoid off-road when it comes to transitions. But off-road in itself is pretty simple, because you never really drive on it. Now we get to transitions. This is where no sliding gets fun. Transitions means places where you either drive over a surface change, for example from road to grass, or when you have an elevation change. These transitions are very difficult to cross without sliding out. You essentially want to do a setup so you are able to drive over the transition without steering, and then start steering again as soon as you have passed the change. Like shown here, where right before I go through the transition,
Yeah, you
I
stop
need to
steer.
go completely neutral,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't slide when crossing the transition. After going through it, I need to start steering again, because now I'm on grass and a downhill, so I'm adjusting to the grip strength that I believe I have. The current campaign map 04 have a perfect example of a very difficult double transition of both an elevation change and a penalty corner. Keep in mind that you can no slide these transitions, it's just not as optimal, as avoiding them makes you able to steer more. This line is very difficult to pull off, especially with the combination of tap steering. And here I've marked the 2 transitions where you need to go neutral.
Yeah, the one that goes up and then the
Getting
corner.
over these transitions is not something that's very easy.
Yeah.
Now we have reached the level where it's not just about knowing how to no slide, but actually being able to also pull it off. No sliding on the highest level is about pushing the absolute limit of precision. You need to constantly balance the grip values that you believe you have. Next up is no slide snaps and tap steering.
Damn.
This is the hardest mechanic about no slide optimization. If you're sliding, then it's possible at the end of the turn to counter steer, to realign your skid marks, giving your back full grip.
This is the hardest part. Like, I even have trouble using this optimally. Like, sliding and then boom, going in the no slide. It's so hard.
Marks, giving your back full grip. This is always followed by a tap steer. Essentially,
It's really hard.
what you need to know is that when the car is positioned straight, like after a snap, you have a slide out buffer before your car is able to even slide out. The buffer timer starts at about 0.3 seconds, and the time gets shorter the less grip you have. And eventually you need to lower your 100% tap steer to a lower percentage based around the grip value you have in that moment. A lot of what I'm doing in this run is based around feel and muscle memory built around this foundation that I'm showing in this video.
I didn't know that.
It is trial and error, and it is a lot of improvisation of what you feel like is the percentage you have. But you do have some things that can help you with.
Wait, let me rewind that.
Feel like is the trial and error, and it is a lot of improvisation of
Snap,
what you feel like.
100% tap steer, hold.
You do have some things that can help you with figuring out faster what percentage you need.
I didn't know about that. That you have to 100% steer after you snap and then you hold. Okay.
In this screenshot, I just want to highlight that in the start, I have less speed and able to only steer around 65% before sliding out. But in the other 2 sections, I'm faster, yet I'm able to steer more.
Yeah, it's because of the angle.
the difference in grip strength based on the things I've shown so far.
Yeah, the
The
downwards
start
angle.
have low speed and it's dirt, so it's pretty grippy.
Yeah.
The other two have the same, but because it's a dirt banking, it counts as driving downhill and in return gives a lot of grip. Doing
Exactly.
this is really difficult and it's going to take a lot of time and practice to really get the hang of. But it is really fun when you get the hang of it.
Oh my god, I
You
just
get the hang
noticed
of
that the transition has moved one to the side, to the right. He added a space bar underneath here. Oh my god.
But it is really fun when you get the hang of it. Next up is gears. Gears follows the same rule as always. You can't steer or have skids when gearing up.
Yeah,
I'm only
that makes a lot of
mentioning this
sense.
to show that being able to release in the middle of a nose slide to control when to gear up is very useful. And by using tap steering, as mentioned before, you can steer more aggressively after the gear up. to
I
optimize
didn't know
further
about this
and
though.
really squeeze out every single percentage that is possible within the turn.
Like after you snap, you have to full steer and then hold. I didn't know about this. This might become really useful for me.
Alright, and that is it. I've gone through some of the things that I think is the most important things when it comes to nose sliding and understanding how it works.
I mean, I learned something.
There are a lot of other things you could have mentioned in this video, like having reactor down or having reactor up. But this is the most cohesive way of explaining basically everything that's going on and how you, like, what is the mindset that you use.
God,
to
he's
figure out
showing
how to
guilty
nose slide.
conscience as a final map
These
here
are
in
like
the video.
fundamentals, and there are some very, very niche things that you could add to this list, but I've decided not to. And I also want to mention that nose sliding is kind of controversial because of the different input devices we have
Yeah.
in this game, right? So if
Sit
you
down,
use
keyboard players.
you are limited to using
Get
action
fucked,
keys,
boys.
which is like 20, 40, 60, and
Hey,
80%.
keyboard player,
Which-
sit down.
If you want to optimize nose slide and really push it, you are kind of not, like, you're kind of limited, right? So if you use a controller, a wheel, or like some other analog device, this is the most optimal way to do it. But it's really rare that if you want to do anything competitively or if you want to do anything round based, that this is going to affect you. Like nose sliding to the maximum is usually a hunting thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
use it, but it's just so difficult that using it in rounds is just way too much. But yeah, this is the video. I hope you learned something. And
I
if you
did.
didn't, I probably didn't go niche enough. But yeah, thanks for watching and bye-bye.
Nice. That was a good video. I actually learned something. I'm gonna comment. Oh my god. I actually learned something. Thanks for the information, Sully. Alright, there we go. Comment. Guys, that was the video. Sully, is that his first video? Oh no, it's not. What the fuck is this? The never-ending battle for fair leaderboards.
So, just if you're on PlayStation, go to the
Damn. Sully is a new YouTuber, guys. 3 videos. 3 videos. Check it out. Make sure to help brother out. Sub up and get things going. All right.